Welcome back to the TMAX project. In this segment, we are going to be working on the ignition. I learned that the ignition on this bike costs about $500 because it uses some sort of ECU. So I'm definitely going to try to reuse this one. Difficult to operate. It was a lot harder. I've been pouring some penetrating oil or penetrating silicone. So this is what I've been using, and I've been putting it in here very liberally. Steel wool, you'll be surprised how much you can remove. I mean, I don't really need to do this, but I just don't want it to look all weird and rusty. Now let's blow all of this stuff out. So behind here is some sort of like dust filter. I'm just gonna blow all the stuff from here, but it seems like this bike has got two filters. In such an odd place to put a filter. You have to remove this just to get to it. Well, it's been taking me quite a bit of time to get to this point. Removing this plastic was a pain in the ass. I removed the headlight. You know, I don't wish this sort of thing on any of my enemies, but this bike is a pain in the ass. And this will pop it out, but this thing is just unbelievably tight to work on, difficult. Maxi scooters are for people with a lot of patience, apparently. This removes the blinker. Just look at this. Just dirt everywhere. Well, I didn't think it would be possible, but I have to remove the floorboard to remove the front because there's a bolt over here that's very difficult to push out. All right, now it's getting looser. Oh my God, this is just insane. Yeah, okay. This one is at least loose. Oh, there's another one down here. So doing this would definitely keep me from buying a maxi scooter. Tire bike is coming apart. At least with this, we get to see up close the engine. That is the head of the engine. That's the top. And there's the spark plugs. So I'm probably going to change the spark plugs. So for this, to remove these two bolts, we are going to have to use special tools. These are hex, but they have a hole in the middle that lets you slide in there. So that's just like a little plastic thing. So not much use to us. They are super tight. Boy, that was really tight. So these bolts, you might need a breaker bar to remove, but they will come out. You just have to use the right wrench for it. The left side one was a little bit harder to remove. Here we go. Here's the other bolt. And now we should be able to remove this. Now we have some electronics here. Release mechanism here. And I want to see if I can remove it. Just kind of twist this. It's like a bicycle cable. And now we should be able to lubricate that, but also, what else do we need? This wants to go. Jesus. Well, dealing with this TMAX has been an ordeal. I don't think this TMAX has seen much maintenance ever. So I removed the coolant cap, and I saw a bunch of like gummy stuff, which worries me. And of course I got the ignition here, but there's a couple of bolts that are stuck. So I'm not sure what to do about that. The bike does turn on, the seat does release, it locks, it does everything, except it's not very fluid. So I do want to remove this. Remember, this is about $500 because it requires, I believe, this unit has to be combined. And that's it for today. I've done a lot to it. So if you enjoyed this content, just make sure you hit like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And we are almost at 8,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys watching. and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll finish this soon. Thanks for watching.
Seems we've reached a bit of an impasse.
I think so.
End session.